This is Grumpy SEO Guy, episode 137. 4 reasons your backlinks aren't working. I'm the Grumpy SEO Guy. Let me tell you why I'm grumpy today. I'm grumpy today because people read about backlinks, and then they go build backlinks, and nothing happens, and they can't understand why. In this episode, I'm going to tell you why. Before we get started, if you want to email me, you can email me at hello@grumpyseoguy.com. So this is going to be a quick episode. No theme song or anything. I'm sure you determine that. But anyways, let's get started. But before we do that, my lawyer tells me that I have to say this right now. A quick disclaimer before we get started. Everything I say here is based on my experience and opinion from 14 years in the industry. I don't officially know how Google or any other search engines work. Everything I say here is hypothetical and based on my experience. This podcast does not constitute advice or services. What worked for me may or may not work for you. Okay, back to the show. So there are 4 reasons. And by the way, you may have noticed in this podcast that I like to give lists of things. For example, the 4 ways to get backlinks. I'll put a link to that episode in the notes. Or the 4 things you need to rank. And by the way, that's for regular SEO. That is not for local SEO. But in this episode, we're going to talk about 4 reasons the backlinks you built aren't doing anything. So, let's get started. So there's 4 reasons. The first reason is you didn't build enough authority. Now, this doesn't mean you built bad quality backlinks. It means you didn't build enough such that you get enough authority to outrank the websites that are outranking you. Okay? So, let me give you an example here because I have talked in this podcast before about how SEO is basically like a race. Okay, it's like a race. Now, if the person in front of you is winning by 20 seconds, okay, he's winning or she's winning, right? Now, if you increase your time by 10 seconds, that's good, but they're still beating you by 10 seconds now, okay? Just because you increased your performance doesn't mean you're going to be first, okay? So that's how authority and backlinks are. By the way, you need backlinks because backlinks share authority. I think you should know that by now, but if not, I don't know. We got other episodes that explain it. So anyways, look, you can build good amounts of authority, but if it's not adequate to outrank the website above you, it's not going to really make a difference. So I hope that makes sense. And by the way, I want to be very clear. I am talking about authority, not number of backlinks, okay? Because it's not about the number of backlinks you build. It's about the quality of the backlinks. And we have at least 2 episodes that talk about the difference between bad backlinks and good backlinks. So I will put links to those in the notes. Anyways, that's the first reason. You're doing everything properly, you just haven't done enough of it. Second reason, because you built bad backlinks, okay? Backlinks are not all equivalent, okay? They're not all equal. Some backlinks will not help you at all because they are low quality backlinks, okay? Just because you read about backlinks and then you decide it's time to go get some backlinks and then you get forum profile backlinks or blog comment backlinks, or those aren't going to help you. Even if you get 1,000 of them, they're not going to help you, okay? So that one's really easy. The second reason people build backlinks and they produce no results is because they bought bad quality backlinks, okay? The second reason people build backlinks and they don't help is because they built low quality backlinks, okay? So let's kind of review for a little bit here because I think this is kind of a neat topic to talk about. So we're talking about backlinks. Most of you that are listening to this understand why you need backlinks. You need backlinks because they provide authority. Authority is one of the things that you need to rank, okay? You do not get authority without building backlinks, so you need backlinks. Now, again, that's the gist of it. So let's review these 2 details one more time. Okay, first, the reason you built backlinks and they were unhelpful is because you did not build the amount of backlinks necessary to give you the amount of authority that you need to rank higher than your competition. So think of it, right? You need more authority than your competition, okay? You need more authority than your competition. So you could be building good backlinks. You could be building good quality links. You just haven't done enough of it, okay? It doesn't mean it's not working. It means you're not there yet, okay? So that's That's one reason. And the second reason is because you built garbage backlinks, okay? The backlinks that you regularly find for sale on different marketplaces might not be the best quality backlinks around. I'm just telling you. You probably realize this already. Just because you realize, oh, I need backlinks, doesn't mean you should just go buy any backlinks that you see or build any kind of backlinks that you hear about or anything like that, okay? You need to understand what makes a good backlink. So reason number 2 is you acquired bad quality backlinks. Okay, we talked about the first 2 reasons that the backlinks you build don't work. Okay, so let's review them really quick because there's 4 reasons. Let's review the first 2 reasons really quick. 1, because you did not build the right kind of backlinks to build adequate authority to outrank your competition. Okay, you did not build enough backlinks. And I don't want to talk about like quantity because it's not necessarily quantity, but we'll just say you did not build enough authority. You did not build enough authority to sufficiently outrank your competition, okay? You did not build enough authority. That doesn't mean the backlinks you built weren't effective. So that means the difference in authority between your website and your competition wasn't enough that the backlinks that you built overcame it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, and the second reason is because you built bad quality backlinks. So those are the 2 reasons. Let's get on to the third and fourth reasons that the backlinks you built were not helpful. Reason number 3, because you have a problem with your site. Okay, this is a very uncommon nugget of knowledge here. So listen, most people think that, oh, if I build good quality backlinks, I will eventually get to the top of the search engines. And that's true if you do not have any problems with your website. But a common problem is you have a penalty or a potential penalty. And by the way, we have an episode called You Might Get a Penalty Maybe or something like that kind of mentions this issue. So listen, your website could have a potential penalty, okay? And the search engines don't care because you don't have sufficient authority for them to even pay attention to your website. But then you start building backlinks. And even if they are helpful backlinks, what those backlinks are doing is providing more authority to your website, and now the search engines are focusing on it. And now if you have a penalty, it's possible that the penalty will become engaged and you will get a penalty. So it is feasible that you build good quality backlinks and your rank drops because you had a problem on your website that was not handled before building the backlinks. I hope that makes sense. Now, this doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? But if you're building quality backlinks and you notice like nothing's happening, or if you get a penalty after building quality backlinks, it's because suddenly you have enough authority now that the search engines can concentrate or be interested in your website. And, oh, look, we found a penalty. Now that we're actually looking at this website, because we were not looking at it, we found a penalty, okay? Anyways, so that's the third reason. And reason number 4 is because you're not relevant for your keywords. You can get as much authority as you want, and if you're not relevant for your keywords, the website is not going to rank for those keywords. Okay. Now, you understand relevancy. 2 of the factors that you need to rank are relevancy and authority. Okay. Relevancy means what is the topic of your website. And relevancy is the easiest thing to get. Just write content about your topic and you will be relevant for that topic. Okay. We have other episodes that, anyways. So, but the thing is like, but people might like build all this authority and then they're like, okay, I got all these good backlinks. I got all this authority. Why am I not ranking? Well, you literally have like unrelated content on your site. Okay. If you want to rank for toasters, you need content about toasters. Okay. You're not going to rank for toasters. Even if you have lots of authority, you're not going to rank for toasters if you're not relevant when it comes to that keyword. So that's the 4th reason that you might build backlinks and they are not helping. I hope this was helpful. Let me know what questions you have, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you enjoy this podcast, please leave a review. It would really help the show out. I hope this episode was helpful. If you have any questions or want to suggest a subject for a future episode, you can contact me on Reddit. My username is Grumpy SEO Guy. You can visit the Grumpy SEO Guy subreddit, or you can email me at hello@grumpyseoguy.com. If you email me, please either whitelist my email address or check your junk folders, because I've been told that my replies are going into the junk folder, and it's probably because we're talking about things like SEO and backlinks, and I think those words will classify an email as spam. And if you want to support the podcast, because it's the best source of SEO information on the planet, and it's free, you can do so at patreon.com/grumpy SEO Guy. And I will talk to you later. You're listening to Grumpy SEO Guy, the SEO podcast that doesn't waste your time with nonsense that doesn't work. Join us next Wednesday for another episode.